A very good morning to all of you. I come from Bombay Veterinary College, which is 125 years old institute, probably the first institute in Southeast Asia as far as veterinary education and research is concerned, and the oldest institute in the entire agriculture education and research system of the country. Well, this my talk would be slightly different than what we have been talking about crop science. I'll be describing you our experiences of how we are trying to bring in ICT into livestock sector. As you all know, India is blessed with a large number of animals, diverse species, diverse breeds. If you look at cattle around, we have 200 million buffalo, 94 million sheep and goat, close to 100 million poultry, numerous. So, when we compare it with other countries, the number of animals are at least 7 to 10 times more than what we have in other countries like USA. But when we look at their productivity, per animal productivity, it is extremely low. That is a major area of concern, where the government as well as number of NGOs have been putting in efforts to enhance the per animal productivity. There have been a lot of programs. There have been programs like crossbreeding program in order to improve the genetics of our animals so that they come to some global standard. But somehow we have not been able to have any significant achievement. Livestock sector is information intensive sector. It generates a lot of information. And the information it generates like premises where the animals are kept, the movement of animals, like sale, purchase of animals, breeding, like animals coming in estrus, then animal getting pregnant, calving, calves, production like milk production, meat production, wool, manure, health, diseases, testing, vaccination, deworming. So large number of information, and that too it's a dynamic information which is being produced on day-to-day basis. And this, if you are able to collect this information which is generated, it can become very useful tool for improving the productivity. Genetic improvement programs, if we have to implement, and we need to more about individual animals, and that's why we need records of individual animals. Then only we can design the breeding program and come up with a new breed, which is a good blend of the indigenous genetics as well as the exotic genetics. Precision livestock farming. Again, farmers need information to do farming. They need to know when the animal is coming to be in estrus so that it will be bred. When the animal is going to be delivering so that the calf is to be. So all this information farmers need so that the farmers' management efficiency is also enhanced. And these are all possible because many of these events are predictable. And therefore, if you can have some kind of system where we can store information and process this information and communicate to the farmers as well as the service providers, I think it's going to help the sector. We need ICT for better planning, as the data is dynamic. Census doesn't help because census data is very static, and the physiological status of animals changes every day. Globally now, traceability has become an important issue because any product which is moving out, the consumers would like to know from where it has come. Compared to any other sector, livestock sector can be benefited with use of IT. So, I have described the different components, and you can appreciate that ICT is very much needed for livestock sector. But for that, we need uniform policies because we are talking of movement of animals from one corner of the country to another corner of the country. So you need policies of recording of animals, data recording, performance recording, which are uniform. Just to give you an idea about these are the information nodes, from where the information about animals are getting generated. So you need to collect this information, collect this information at some state level centers, so that from there it can again be disseminated. So we have done a study for government of Maharashtra and have come up with a policy document where we have proposed that the information from these different centers can be collected very easily and can be stored in a state level data center from where we can disseminate this information to the veterinary and extension service providers as well as farmers. These are the different components of the system. You see, we need to have a system of premises registration, because unless and until we know where the animals are kept, in terms of emergency, disease outbreak, etc., we cannot approach them. So this animal identification is again important. Now, fortunately, India is the member of International Committee on Animal Record. We got to have a system where internationally acceptable, unique animal, identification, series numbers are given to the animals. We need field data recording, data analysis, capability, so that the data can be sent, and then state level animal health information system. The government of Maharashtra has taken recently a decision to establish Maharashtra Animal Identification and Recording Authority, called MIRA. Now, this is the authority, which will take care of, it will evolve different policy guidelines, so that we can have premises registration, we can give unique identification numbers to the animals, and we can decide on what minimum animal records should be kept, and how the uniformity in the database could be brought about. Now, this particular authority would definitely lead to uniformity in data collection, and would be useful for the sector. Animal data recording is extremely important and also very complex, because we are talking of animals which are very scattered. We have small hold system. How to collect data from them on day-to-day basis is an issue which needs to be deliberated. Now, we have decided that the animal data should be collected at the point of generation. And the second thing which has been decided by the government of Maharashtra is that the service providers will be collecting data at the time of service providing. So you don't need a parallel organization like you have in Western countries who are dedicated to collection of data separately. So this becomes extremely easy. And then we have decided that the information collected will be analyzed and again communicated back to both the farmers as well as the service providers, so that both will be getting benefited every day. So such a system will be very cost effective, and data will be instantly available and will avoid duplication. So for livestock premises registration, we have decided to go for an international model wherein 13 characters unique premises number will be given, and then GPS based system will be developed at the state level, so that we would be able to find out in a particular district there are how many poultry farms having how many birds, where they are located along with GPS basis. Unique animal identification, again as per the international guidelines, we have decided to go for plastic ear tag, which can be tagged on both the ears with 15 unique digital ID number. The first 3 would be the country code or the manufacturer's code, followed by the random numbers, and then the data from them will be collected. This is one of the system which we have been implementing currently in Maharashtra in 2 different milk unions. The system is extremely simple, where we have earlier tried with PDAs, we have tried with mini laptops and other things, and now we have come to this stage where we can use the cell phones. Cell phone, fortunately, is very common with farmers as well as the service providers. So what we are doing is, we are collecting the information about the animal, create a file of a particular animal with identification number, keep the data on the server, and from there we are sending information to farmers and the vets are updating the data onto the server using the cell phone. So much of the hardware we have avoided from the field, because we have found that the system with lots of hardware, there are also problems. So this system is working extremely well, because every day the vet knows what he has to do with what animal, and the farmer also knows what he has to do with his animal. So both are getting the information. So the service delivery is protocol based, and this has bring about a lot of efficiency in the fertility management and other issues. See, for genetic improvement, ICT is important, because we need to know more about individual animals. We need to collect information of all the artificial insemination that is done and the daughters that are born, their productivity. And for that, we have developed a system wherein the entire state will be networked, so that all the frozen semen stations, all the straws which will be going to the village, to the district AI centers, and their usage and the daughters data will be coming back to the server, so that we can analyze the data to find out the bull efficiency. Now, this is again the same system which we are going to follow. I will not go into the details. these e-license policies will definitely benefit livestock sector, because we have been investing